were stalling just long enough for Rabbi to get here. So 3 songs later, so we got an extra bonus. That was not planned, but we learned to improvise here. Welcome everyone. I'm gonna read something about Carol. I just want to read something, and then I'm going to ask her to come up here. So first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to Rodeph Sholom. I want to especially welcome Carol's sons, daughter-in-laws, grandchildren, sisters, brother-in-law, and I believe her sister-in-law is on Zoom, so I want to welcome her as well. Together with Carol's friends and her Rodeph Sholom family, we joined to celebrate Carol as we present her with the Shem Award for 2022. Shem refers to an individual with a quote-unquote good name. I think a good name is achieved by people who dedicate a good portion of their life to Tikkun Olam, which means repairing the world. Tikkun Olam refers to tzedakah, another word for charitable giving, as well as caring about others and performing acts of kindness. It also involves good deeds known as mitzvahs. The Shem Award by Rodeph Sholom honors a special individual who has given exceptional service to our synagogue and the community at large. In honoring Carol with this year's Shem Award, we recognize her devotion each and every day to Tikkun Olam and the many mitzvahs of which she is a part. In Carol's case, this has included decades of involvement, hard work, support, and numerous leadership positions at every level, including president. Many of you know that Carol and Mike, of blessed memory, were the only husband and wife to serve as presidents. Although they served separately, both gave so much of themselves and their time to Rodeph Sholom. Carol has served on almost every Rodeph Sholom committee there is, among them ritual, programming, membership, cemetery, bylaws, security, galas, alumni events, and the refurbishment of Front Hall twice. For the synagogue's 100th anniversary, she spearheaded 100 programs in that 1 year. Most recently, Carol has created the Every Plaque Has a Story, documenting the history of the people memorialized on the plaques and in the beautiful stained glass windows you see around you. As you all know, she and Rabbi Eisenberg recently co-chaired a timely program featuring one of our most distinguished Talmud Torah alumni, Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL, and last week, Carol chaired a most moving Veteran Shabbat. During the pandemic, Carol began online coffee and conversations, coordinating educational and entertaining speakers and topics. Let me take a moment to give credit to our many people on Zoom who are in their 80s and 90s who have mastered Zoom. Well, at least for the most part. We are still having trouble muting and unmuting at times. Coffee and conversation brought smiling faces into each other's homes during a very lonely and stressful time. Carol was also a major part of a team that through much hard work, time, and research, sought and received a $45,000 state security grant that made our synagogue and our 2 tenant churches much safer. Many things that Carol has done are not only for Rodeph Sholom, but also for the greater good of the community at large. Her many years of assembling packages for the troops was known community-wide and impacted many soldiers serving overseas. She is currently coordinating a Red Cross blood drive and a toy drive in conjunction with the Greens Funeral Home for sick children at Yale and children of deployed soldiers. She spoke to our own Pastor Murphy and mentioned that she hoped they were doing the Hat and Glove drive again this year for the Bridgeport Rescue Mission because she had already purchased some items. He replied, and I guess we're doing it again. Our folks love bringing in these items and putting them on the Christmas tree outside the church area. Yes, Carol even has an influence on the Church of Apostles mitzvahs. Carol unofficially serves on the House Committee. She has cleaned out our very old kitchen and with a few others has been cleaning out classrooms and closets and documenting our archives. Every project in this building turns into more than we bargained for. The other day, Carol was looking for small beverage napkins. Within 5 minutes, Carol, Sue, Brian Bedford, and I, all Shem recipients, logging in hundreds of volunteer hours with Carol, not only found the napkins, but it led to a 90-minute project as we cleaned out a maintenance closet, changed light bulbs, and inventoried supplies. Just a typical day in the life of a Rodeph Sholom volunteer. And yes, most of the time, Carol is part of it. So I want to say to Matthew, Randy, and Seth, we are keeping your mom very busy. I know you can't fully understand why there is so much to do here and why it takes so much time. I am sure you don't understand how your retired mother sometimes seems way too committed and overextended. I know this feeling well because my own kids say the same thing about me. What I wish to convey to you personally and on behalf of our members is that what your mom does each and every day impacts the lives of so many. She is constantly reaching out to members to offer support, comfort, and assistance. She has dedicated her time to serving the members with programming, kiddishes, and kindness. It is because of members like your mom that this synagogue has an important place in the hearts of many. Over the years, many Talmud Torah alumni, including our rabbi, have returned as members. Like your mom, we grew up here. Rodeph Sholom has been through ups and downs, good times and bad times, challenges and amazing achievements. Carol has been a part of all of it. We are perhaps in our golden years, but because of your mom and others, we are enjoying, cherishing, and having a special impact on all of our members. Carol, I think I speak for all of your Rodeph Sholom family when I say this award is so deserved and is just a token of our appreciation for all you do each day that has a very positive effect on our congregants and others. Your dedication, support, and ongoing involvement inspires us all. We honor you today and say thank you for all you've done in the past, all you are currently doing in your role as Vice President of Programming and Membership, and all you have yet to do with some of your new ideas for Rodeph Sholom. L'chaim and L'dor, from one generation to the next. So, Mazel Tov, could you come forward? So, this is a typical award presented to our Shem Tov. It's part of the Jewish National Fund that donation gets made to the synagogue. And this certificate we present to you, the Shem Tov Honorary 2022. And I'm going to have the rabbi, Carol's going to speak, but I have to speak first, Rabbi. Okay. I'm going to have the rabbi speak first, and then we'll hear a few words from Carol, and then maybe the cantor will see how that goes.
Thank you, Debbie, and Mazel Tov, Carol. I apologize for my tardiness. Judy and I were driving back from Thanksgiving in Philadelphia with Judy's sister and brother-in-law. And we did fine traffic-wise until we hit Connecticut. And then, you know, Connecticut highways. But we made it, so we're glad. I just want to say something very, very briefly before we turn it over to Carol, because it's all about Carol today. And that is that you're all familiar, of course, with the creation story in Genesis, and that when God created all of the amazing phenomena that adorn our world, with each passing day, the Torah informs us, Vayar Elohim Ki Tov, and God saw Ki Tov, that it was good, that what God had created was good. But at the end of the sixth day of creation, Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa v'hinei tov ma'od. That God saw everything that God had made, v'hinei tov, not just tov, hinei tov ma'od. Behold, it was very good. I think when I was in Hebrew school, was there a tov ma'od society? There was a tov ma'od society that yours truly, I'm sure, was never a member of. But I'm sure Sue and Carol probably did. I wasn't, but tov ma'od means very good. And when I connect it to the theme of today, to the Shem Tov award, Shem Tov, a good name, if I could rename the Shem Tov award, and I won't, don't worry, don't panic, but today, certainly, as in all the other names that have been mentioned today, who are past recipients of the Shem Tov award, probably even better referred to as Shem Tov Ma'od award. Not only good, but very good. In fact, maybe I would even rename it Shem Mitsuyan award, which means excellent, incredible name. And that certainly applies to our recipient today, to Carol. I've only been here for, as rabbi, 2.5 years. But Carol and I have, I think, done enough work together and spent enough time together planning things and discussing things. It feels like it's been more like 10 years. We've really accomplished, you have really accomplished, you have accomplished so much. So it's not only Shem Tov, it's Shem Tov Ma'od. Such a well-deserving honor for Carol. And in honor of this special moment, I'd like everyone to stand as we recite the blessing, the special blessing created for such moments as this one. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu Lazman hazeh. Praised are you, Lord our God, sovereign of the universe, who has kept us in life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this special day of celebration and honor for our beloved Carol Weinshel. Amen. You may be seated. Thank you.
In this season of Thanksgiving, it seems only appropriate to share why I am thankful today, having received the coveted Shem Tov award. I knew Rodeph Sholom had been my spiritual home for a long time, but as I looked at the previous Shem Tov awardees, there was not one person I did not know, and not in name only. And that goes back to 1955. They were special people, builders, doers, and dreamers. I am so thankful to be included in this esteemed list. I am thankful for the leaders, both clergy and lay leaders, who supported my ideas and provided me the opportunity to move them from a dream to a reality. I could not have asked for more, but most especially the partnerships and friendships I have developed with Rabbi Eisenberg, Cantor Hirsch, President Debbie Bowles, and the special relationship with Rabbi David Nelson. Dangerous as it is, I will take my chances and mention a few very special people. To those of you with whom I have worked for decades, and those of you who are new to my group of friends, I am thankful for you, for listening, for partnering, for being critical when necessary, and praising when appropriate. I am thankful for my friends from near and far who came to share with me. Some of you never knew what I was doing when I said I was going to the synagogue yet again. You might have thought I was always praying, but in fact, I had other things on my agenda as well. I am thankful to my Rodeph Sholom family. Over the years, so many of you have moved from being a friend to being family. Bobby Markowitz immediately comes to mind. As co-sisterhood presidents 40 years ago, the question was, what will we do when our presidency is over? Will we still be friends? That answer is very clear, and for that, I am eternally grateful. The next person, the couple, I am so humbled and overwhelmed that Irving and Giselle Blazer are here today. You are two very special people. Irving was my Veterans Day keynote speaker last year, our centenarian, and he is amazing. And I know you don't get out, and the fact that you came for me, I just can't even thank you enough and tell you what that means. To my family related by blood, my sisters, Sue, Marge, and Dave. Dave, who Dad called one of the girls. Thank you for your support and understanding why I spent so much time here. It wasn't always easy to explain why, but you were flexible when necessary. I am thankful for my parents who taught me the importance of doing for and with others, and for standing up for what I believe. To those of you who have seen that trait, you know I come by it naturally. I am thankful for Michael, who willingly came to Rodeph Sholom when we got married, leaving his Orthodox upbringing behind. He never looked back. While we didn't always agree, and many who are here today heard us differ in our opinions, sitting on opposite sides at a board meeting, we nonetheless worked side by side for almost 50 years to move Rodeph Sholom forward. Last but far from least, and the most important in my life, are my 3 sons and their families. Matthew, Anne, Sam, Ben, Randy, Stephanie, Audrey, Sean, Seth, Christy, and Nathaniel. I am so thankful you are who you are and that you are here to celebrate with me. You are my most honest critics and ardent supporters. You are all involved in activities where you give of yourselves to help others. You make me so proud. Continue to pass that forward. You all deserve the Shem Award for a good name. You mean more to me than you could ever know, and your presence makes my day truly special and adds to the meaning of this award. I love you. I am thankful to be here on this bima, in this sanctuary, receiving the most coveted award Rodeph Sholom gives. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Carol, don't sit down yet. Don't sit down yet. Maybe, well, there have been maybe a few times that you have stood up on this bima and received from the rabbi the priestly blessing. Perhaps when you and Mike were married here, when you were bat mitzvahed here, These are very special and powerful and momentous occasions in your life. And as recipient of the Shem Award for this year, it is an opportunity for you once again to be the recipient of the same blessing that was spoken by Aaron the high priest, the brother of Moses, to his people some 3,000 years ago. Today you receive that same blessing, the Birkat HaKohanim, the priestly blessing. So if you would face me. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, may the Lord cause his countenance to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasein lecha shalom, may the Lord turn his favor unto you and grant you the blessings of peace today as you receive the Shem Tov Award and for many, many years to come. And together we all say, Amen. Amen. Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it on.
So on behalf of Rodeph Sholom, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. I want to thank Rabbi Eisenberg for driving quickly back from, and Judy, for driving quickly back from Philadelphia to make it. We weren't even sure they were coming, so that was really a special surprise to us. Cantor Hirsch, also for her part today. I want to thank everybody on Zoom. I see her sister-in-law there. How are you? She's waving. And I want to welcome everybody to join us down in the French Hall for a dessert reception in honor of Carol. And thank you.
Okay, Carol, I'm gonna have you take your way downstairs. Everybody make your way downstairs. Sarah, over here.
Hello, everybody. We want to thank Cantor Hirsch